Hi, I want to introduce to you one of my favorite tools, which is Edpuzzle. I have been using Edpuzzle for years, even before the pandemic. And so once people started getting online and trying to figure out things, this is one of the tools that teachers always love when I shared it with them. And that it was so simple and easy to use. So that's what I'm going to share with you. First of all, Edpuzzle is free. So you'll get a link from me because I'll do a referral and I'll talk to you about that later. But once you get to Edpuzzle, you'll sign up. It's very quick and easy. You'll sign up as a teacher. And then if you use Google with your school and so forth, you can sign up with that, or you can click up sign up with Edpuzzle, type in the information and sign and so forth. Okay. So because I have an account already, I'm just going to go ahead and sign into my account so that you can see how easy this is. All right. So once you get into Edpuzzle, one of the first things you want to do is over here where it says classes is add your class. Now, when you click this, you can see if you have an LMS, you can click on the type that you have, and it will allow you to connect your LMS with Edpuzzle, which is great because if let's say for instance you use Canvas and you also maintain your grade book through that, it would allow you to record the grades that students receive from Edpuzzle. Makes it really simple. However, if you don't have that, that is fine. Okay. Also, even if you have Canvas and all these other things, if you want to create your own classes and do it by class periods or blocks, that works great too. Because for me, every Edpuzzle for me is not a grade. So sometimes I have created my classes in different blocks and made it a little easier for me to go through and see who did what and so forth. But it's totally up to you. But if you're creating your own class, you'll click here. You'll name your class, give a description, grade levels, all the typical stuff, and so forth. You want to keep it classic, and that way that they have to have your code to signing in. If you have it open, people who can play around and can get in your class, and this is just something you just don't want. So leave it as classic, and then you'll be able to create your class. The next thing you want is content. So I'll click on my content. There are two main ways in which you can create content. And I'll say, as you go through Edpuzzle, I create folders, especially if you have different courses. And so then your videos can go in the different courses and you can find those a little bit more easy. But nevertheless, finding content. First of all, you can find, well, I'll go back to Discover because this is my content. This is stuff I've used. So if you click on my school, if you have people in your school that are using Edpuzzle, you can find the ones that they've done and so forth. You can find Edpuzzles from YouTube or the community. But let's just say that, okay, we're going to be teaching mitosis. And we want to assign one of these to them. Notice there's a ton of them. Most of the time we show Amoeba Sisters. So let's say that this is the same Amoeba Sisters video that you've been using for years, right? But now with Edpuzzle, you can have questions to go along with it that kids can answer, and it can show you if they're absorbing this content or if they still need some help. So for instance, if I look here, you can play and then it'll get to a question here. And notice that what types of cell does mitosis make? They have to pick between which one it is. If it's wrong, it will show up red and it will show them that they're incorrect. If it's correct, it'll show them the green and so forth. Now, let's say I look here and I say, oh, that's too many questions, or I don't like the questions that they use. Under here are different versions of the same video that you can borrow, or you can edit this. All right, once you click edit, you can come over here and you can edit the questions. You can change the questions. So you would just come click on your questions over here. Or over here. And let's say you want to change this question. Let's say you might want to add some more answer choices. You can click here and you can add answer choices. You can change the question. If you don't want it to be multiple choice and you want to change it to an open-ended question, You can make it open-ended. If you want to change it to just a note where maybe you tell kids, okay, copy this particular part of the video into your notes, or turn to this page in your notes and be prepared to jot this down, stuff like that. And you can do whatever you want to do. You can also change the voiceover and so forth of that. I haven't played around with voiceover a whole lot, but that is an option for people who like to make this a little bit more customized. Okay, so now that I've edited, I want to assign it. So I'll click assign, and then I'll click on my course. Now you can assign it to all students, or you can assign manually and just give it to certain students. Now manually is great if you're doing, for instance, you did an exit ticket and you saw certain students that need a little bit more help with a particular topic. So you're gonna like, okay, I'm gonna have a small group with this group of kids, so I'm only gonna assign this video to those students. And so that is a great way to kind of manage that. You'll put the start date, you can choose a due date and time and so forth. This keeps them from skipping. I always use that. And then this turns on the closed caption. So sometimes when students can't, hear, they like to read the words and stuff like that. So those are two things that you can do. And then you just assign it. Students will be able to log in and use it and so forth. The other way, that's going to be the self-paced version when they log in and use it. So you can click the share assignment and copy this link into your LMS, or you can copy it and email it to them, however you send information out to your students for them to be able to click on the link or what have you. The other way of doing this is doing the live mode, which is very interactive, especially if you're using this as a teaching mechanism to really introduce topics. You want to be able to pause and elaborate on some things. You can use the live mode. And so, of course, it's not going to show you everything, but the kids would be able to log in, and then you would be able to show the live mode on the screen. And kids will answer the questions. You can see immediately how many students are answering incorrectly, so you know what topics, whatever you may need to go clarify and so forth. So it's a great tool for using to formally assess students to kind of help you see the direction that your lesson needs to go in. Now, another reason I love Edpuzzle is because of the accountability. You can see your class members, but there's a grade book right here. And this grade book allows you to see the students, all of the assignments that they may have, and whether they've done it, so forth, and how many particular assignments that they have or have not completed. Another thing is that for some of these, you will have to you'll have to grade them manually if it's not a multiple choice question. If they are open-ended questions, you'll be able to come in and grade those. And they're pretty simple to grade because you can kind of see right here. You can see everybody's answers right there. And so you'll be able to grade those pretty quickly and easy as well. One more thing that I want to show you is if you click over here at your profile, it says invite teachers. Now, in order for you to get more space, you invite and share this with more teachers. So you can type in their email addresses here, or you can copy the link and send it to them, share it on Facebook, Twitter, or what have you. So it gives you more space for more videos, because when you go to your content, once you run out of space, it'll be a place down here that basically tells you that you've exceeded your amount of space. You'll have to delete videos. You'll have to invite more teachers in order for you to get more room to store content. Now, this is when it's on the free version. Another way of creating content or getting content is by creating your own. So you click here where it says add content. You could upload a video, something that you've previously recorded. Or you can click here and record your own video, and then it has options for uploading like a student project. So let's say, for instance, I wanted to do the video. I could add the extension for the Edpuzzle, and then it would allow me to connect my microphone and camera and actually video using Edpuzzle. So then it would automatically be in the Edpuzzle in your content. and then you can go in and edit, add your questions and so forth to that. And same thing if you upload your own video. Once you upload the video, you'll be able to add your questions to it and be able to assign it just like any other content. I hope you found this video very helpful to help get you started with Edpuzzle. And if you have any questions, please make sure that you send me an email and I'm happy to help you.